Hello, how's it going? So, in this video, I'm actually going to talk about how you can actually acquire clients pretty much organically with your short form content. And you might not believe that it's actually possible to acquire clients, and a lot of you might not think you can get clients through the short form videos that you're making. But I'm actually going to show you a process, and it's very simple on how it works, and it's called the conversion ladder. So, before I get into it, my name is Mahis, and just to show you this stuff works, here's some proof of my clients actually signing clients from this process. So, it works, and I'm just going to show you exactly what you do and exactly the system that you have to use in order to maybe replicate this yourself, essentially. So yeah, my name is Mahis, the founder of Webful. We run a content marketing agency that helps coaches and consultants get more clients organically with short form content, passively. So I'm going to explain to you exactly what the conversion ladder is, and I'm going to show you the psychology of what it is, because it's going to make everything I'm going to explain to you make more sense. So the way that this works is that people actually have conversion ladders that they need to go up. It's kind of like steps, it's like stages in like their subconscious mind. So what the stage is, and it varies depending on person to person. Some people might need more energy to push them up this stage, some people might need less. But the main thing that you have to understand is that for people to move up and down this ladder, there needs to be some energy, not squished up like this. You need energy. Let me make this yellow because sun. So yeah, cool. Because sun. All right, so basically what happens is that when someone doesn't know who you are, so they don't know anything about you, they don't see your content, they don't see your videos, they're unaware about your service, so they are literally like so oblivious to your existence, essentially. So this is where most people are that don't make any sort of content. So if you're online and you're trying to make money online and you're not even making any content and you have a good service, you are in this bracket of not being aware. Like, no one knows who you are. That's why you're making, probably, if you're making no money, that's probably one of the main reasons. No one knows who you are. That's the first part. And then what happens is that when you start making content, you start making videos, even if they're not the best of quality, you still get eyeballs, you still get people that are like, okay, this person exists out there, they exist in this online world, so they become aware of your existence. So that has then pushed them up this ladder of now they know who you are. And then the third one is actually trust. So trust is when, after they've started to consume a little bit of your content, they start to trust you little by little. They start to see your personal side, they start to see your business, they start to see stuff around you, and they're like, okay, this person, he's doing stuff out there. And then the first part then is when they love you, essentially. So now it comes into this love section where they start to see your stuff, they start to enjoy your stuff, and they start to actually care about what you're doing. So when you do have like webinars or events, they have the energy to actually jump on those events because they're like, yeah, this person is pretty cool, I like what they're doing. And then the fifth part is actually when they like you so much that they're able to transact with you. So people move up this ladder every single time when they buy things. Okay, it's like every single time people move up this stuff. So for example, if you're cold calling, let's say for example someone cold calls me and they have like a CRM or something like that, what happens? I'm on my phone, nothing's happening, and then boom, I get a call. I'm unaware about this person, I pick up the call, then like, hey, I run XYZZ, and now I'm aware of the product. Then they start talking, they start explaining what it is, they start building rapport, and then I start to trust them a little bit. Okay, so now I start to trust them, like, okay, this person's a real human being. And then on the phone, they start to edge me on to basically, maybe book a call with them. So like, I trust them enough to maybe book a call. Then I book a call with them, and then on that call, I see the stuff, I see the product, and then I start to love the product, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then once I love it, they now present me with an offer, and then boom, I buy the CRM. So it's the same process with everything, even when you don't even have to speak to someone. Like, you watch, let's say for example, your favorite course creator, let's say for example Iman, like making a course of Grant Cardone. You haven't spoken to Grant Cardone on the phone before for him to make you buy it, I would imagine most of you. So you watched his content, you didn't know who he was, he popped up on your recommended, maybe, or a friend told you, you became aware, you trusted, you loved him, blah blah blah. So that's literally the whole process. Okay, so I want you to understand that thing. So you can get people to buy stuff with your content. So how does short form content play into this thing? So the way that this works is that you actually have to bundle in low commitment activities that's going to push people up this thing as fast as possible, essentially. So the way that this will work is that you can do it anyway, but like, I have so many different methods. I'm going to show you one as well, and I'm also going to show you a lot of other things as well. So let's say, using this principle of the ladder, let's talk about how you can use it with a lead magnet. So with a lead magnet, someone is unaware of you. Let's say you're making short form content, and then at the end of your video, you can then have a call to action similar to how we have it over here, where you basically tell people to join a Facebook group or get like a lead magnet, essentially. So you could have like a free ebook or something like that. So that call to action, if it's something that the market cares about, people will opt in for it. So just let you know, like, you just need to put the link in the description. People will opt in if they find something really cool. So when people opt into that, you want to basically push that. You want to upsell them to something else that's also a higher trust commitment thing. So now they become aware of you. Then they get your free thing. They start to consume it. And now they're in the trust part. So now they're building up trust in this section over here. So when they're building up trust, you want to be as value giving as possible, because what people start doing is that they get people to this part and then they just want to do this. They don't even want to trust. They just want to do this. They just do that once they get to the aware part. And what happens is that they don't make any money. And the reason being is that you haven't built up this trust factor for someone to actually transact with you. So this lead magnet, the whole process of this isn't to make money. This is literally just to build trust. So I don't know why people put the lead magnets behind like paywalls of like $5, $10, even though you might be like, oh, it's higher commitment. But like, to get people to get to that point, it's still a lot of commitment. Like, you might not think it is, but like, for someone to pull out a credit card and like buy something for like $10 when they literally just saw you in the first 30-60 seconds, that's a lot of commitment. And you might not think it is, even if unless it's something very valuable, it's a lot of commitment, and they still have to trust you to even get to that point in the first place. So don't try, rush this ladder. It's a process, and everyone has the windows of buying essentially. So you get them through this thing, and if they do book a call through the upsell VSL that you have, then that's a book call for you. And then they even get added to the lead magnet itself, and the lead magnet itself is going to have mechanisms that's going to make people trust you even more. What that means is that you're going to give them value in the lead magnet. Like, don't be afraid to give stuff away for free. Like, I have my own lead magnet as well too. Link on the description if you want to check out, where I actually teach you how you can acquire clients organically, and this whole system step by step, how to get the views, how to get the reach, how to edit, all that type of stuff is in there. Okay. And then you upsell them to actually, get a different thing. So you upsell them to book a call, for example, and you upsell them to whatever upsell that you want to do. But it shouldn't be anything that has to relate to paying you, because remember, they're still in this trust factor. Okay. Cool. So now that they're in this trust factor, what you can do is that you can accelerate the process of how they get from here to here, because this window is like where a lot of the money is made. Like, it's not around here. Like, this is when people are still thinking that, should I put my money with this person or not? So especially if you're selling something extremely high ticket as well too. So that's where this audience monetization process with the webinar comes in. This is meant to convert the people who are like in this window over here to just skyrocket and just buy your stuff essentially. And the reason being is that you just build up so much trust with them, like, and they just feel the energy that you have essentially. So what happens from here is that you put people in an event. If they're in that like bracket of like they've consumed with you, you upsell them to join the Facebook group or like get a lead magnet. So you can even put the people that sign up through here through this funnel if they haven't gone through it already. Add them as a lead. Then you nurture them with your content as well too. So you're also building up the trust even more. So you get them free, you nurture them more. Get them to that point where they're so warm. When you hop on the webinar, they know exactly what your process is, and then you actually just blow them away essentially. So that's kind of the process over there. And then once you get to that point, making money is like, it's like a joke, to be honest, because what you've done, it might seem like, oh, you just had an audience or something, but what you've essentially done is that you've moved people up this ladder so efficiently, like without wasting too much time. Because a lot of people are moving people up this ladder, number one, in the wrong steps. Number two, they're not doing it efficiently. And like number three, some people just they don't even like know this ladder exists, or some people just start here. Like, they become aware and they just start here. And that's why they make no money essentially. So remember, people have different conversion windows. People have different times where they buy different things, and people all have different different levels of energy that you need to be moved to get them on this ladder. You are gonna get the people that you could just tell them like, hey, I can get you like 20 appointments guaranteed. They might not know who you are, and they'll still buy from you just because of the claim. Like, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying that to get to that point where you find that person, it's a lot of trial and error. You're going to flush through a lot of people because a lot of people aren't built like that essentially. So that's the whole process, to be honest. Like, just understand that this conversion ladder exists, and bundle in low commitment activities with each other to build up trust, because that's what you're building up. You're building up the trust. You're not building up like money at this stage essentially, especially if it's organic. Like, you're just trying to build up as much trust as possible, so when you do have something to sell, people, they just actually love it because they know your brand, they know who you are, they just want to transact with you just for the sake of transacting with you. So get people up this ladder as efficiently as possible, and the only way you can do that efficiently as possible is you need traffic and you need eyeballs, and that's where you segue into short form content, because that's the best and most efficient way at this moment in time to actually get eyeballs and traffic to your stuff for literally nothing. So if you want to learn how you can actually do that, and if you want to learn how you can even get results like this as well too, just leveraging short form and just posting stuff as well, plus webinar tactics that can literally get you 5 figures in like less than a couple hours, then underneath this video there's going to be a link. You can book a call with me, and I'm going to walk you through exactly the process that we use to get clients results like that, and also the process that we use to even make sure that you just never run out of clients again. So click that video and click that link, book a call if you want to book a call. If you don't, it's fine. But yeah, I hope this video helped you understand how you can actually get a lot of traffic through your stuff, and also get people becoming leads and just buying from you. So yeah, peace out.